Hello everybody, welcome back to my Halloween Play Challenge series. I think this is number 4. So today I am coming to you with this die set from xxAmira and Tim Holtz called Feather and Raven. Ravens, I should say, and I'm just going to show you here. It comes with 4 dies, which I'm only going to show 3 of because I forgot. Sorry. So you've got the Raven sitting there, and you've got one taking flight, and then you've got the branch that the raven can sit on, and the feather. And I've just die cut these out of black cardstock, and you can see how beautiful they look. I'm so glad I have this in my collection. This is a beautiful die set which really gave me quite an idea on a scene to create for you today. So I'm just gonna move everything off to the side here. I'll get my stuff together. Today I'll be using watercolor paper as usual, and I'm going to be using my Distress Oxides. Now, the 2 colors that I'm going to introduce today are Ice Spruce and Faded Jeans. This is by far the best combination I have found to date, using to get that kind of grayish background, like a night sky kind of look. And what I'm doing is I'm doing a smoosh technique where I'm just using a mister, and I'm creating bubbles on my mat, and then I'm dabbing and then drying, dabbing and drying. And what I'm doing is I'm going all the way around, leaving the inside white. So with my first one here, I'm doing an ice spruce an ice spruced outline, I guess, and then with my blender I am going in with the Faded Jeans, and I am inking the inside. So you've got that beautiful combination of gray border and then blue inside, and I really love the way this works. Now I did one the other way around where I smooshed the Faded Jeans on the outside, left the inside white, and then I'm now going in with my blending tool and putting the ice spruce in on the inside. Now, it's on screen, it doesn't look like there's a difference, but in real life there's a massive difference. One is like more gray and one is more blue, obviously, but they just go together so well. I've found that a blue and a gray make a lovely night sky. And look at this, when you put the raven and the branches on there, it's just so stark, and it just brings your background just really accentuates, the die cut pieces that you're using. I am introducing the crescent moon one more time, and the bats from the first haunted house die set. These guys are just a favorite with me, so they look really good there. I'm just gonna go now. I'm going to stick down all the elements. I had a little bit of a play with how I wanted the sticks, the bird sitting on the sticks, so I think everything is stuck down there now, and I'm just cutting off the edges, and I'm now going to decide oh yeah, that's right. So I used some chalk, and I just outlined the bats and outlined the raven just so that it looked like the moonlight was hitting their feathers. Now, I'm trying to decide what to do about sentiments. I had these, they're just too big. Definitely the scene that I've created is not spooky at all, and it's not wicked. And I actually think it's quite a beautiful, lovely scene. The only one that really went was this one that said October, but once again, I really didn't like it. I tried it in the behind the bird. I tried putting it up the top, on the side, and they were too big, and it really detracted from the scene that I wanted to create. So I grabbed this Tim Holtz Halloween stickers and found the best sentiment to put here. So I've mounted it on black cardstock, and I've chose "Seek the Silence of the Night by Moonlight." And I think that this is a perfect sentiment for this card. The raven just looks like he is enjoying his time by the moonlight there on his own. So that looks really good right there, and I'm just about to now decide whether or not to mount this onto a white card base or a black one, and I did try it and like a yellowish, like a mustard yellow that went with the color of the moon, but I did decide it looked so much better in black. It framed it so much better, so I am going to go ahead and mount it onto a black card base. I'm also showing you here how I did the inside. I just found one of the Tim Holtz kind of Project Life cards, and I did die cut the feather just out of plain white cardstock, and I added it as an accent on the inside. So that's my first card done. I really love how it turned out. I love how the top there just looks like a whole lot of clouds coming in. That splash of color there on the side just looks like more bats in the distance, and up around the top there. I also love that idea of just bringing in a little bit of color on top of the bird to reflect the moonlight. Now, here's what I did with the other one. That was faded jeans on the outside and ice spruce on the inside. I cut out a circle die, and I just used my Prima metallic gold to make it look like the moon was extra shiny. And I love the imagery of the bird just taking flight, almost about to enter like the full moon. I think it's gorgeous. And the sentiment I chose for that one was wanderer. And you know, these birds, I just really adore these birds. We have black crows here in Australia, and they're kind of really very intelligent animals, and they're everywhere I go. And I really enjoyed featuring them in this card set today. So I hope you guys got a little bit of inspiration from these two cards that I made. Your challenge this time is to go ahead and make a dark like night sky using grays and blues. If you have any kind of bird stamp or die set in your collection, grab that and try to make some kind of bird in a night sky kind of Halloweeny scene if you can. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you come back for the rest of the series. Have a good day.